Peace, beautiful soul. Welcome to my channel. It is me, Soli. Now, here on my channel, every video I create is dedicated to the expansion of your awareness. Now, in this video, I just really wanted to talk about dreams, dreams. But specifically in this video, I wanted to cover the 4 types of dreams, right? So before I even get into that, I want to say that there are sleep cycles, and it's not like we dream the 8 hours or the 5 hours, or the 3 hours we sleep, not precisely. But yes, ultimately, there are cycles indeed, of course. It is also said that you're more likely, in a sense, to recall your dreams, right? When you, well, wow. Since we're talking about recalling your dreams, there's a lot of things you can do to recall your dreams. One I would highly advise is getting a dream journal, writing down your dreams every day when you wake up. Try to recall as much as you can and just write that down. What happens then is like your brain, in a sense, starts to get into this cycle, into this routine of constantly activating those aspects of your brain, in a sense, where that memory resides, that dream memory. A lot of us don't realize this, but for the most part, our dreams are very, very real. Now, in this video specifically, I want to talk about the 4 types of dreams. So there are telepathic dreams, and this can be like, when it's like when someone is okay. So let me give an example. A telepathic dream I recall took place, I think it was like in the 1980s or 90s. There was this lady, right, and her children were kidnapped, and no one knew where they were. There was just this unknowingness, you feel me? And yes, her children were kidnapped, and they were like in this warehouse, like they were kept in a warehouse or something. So then this lady one day had a dream. In that dream, she seen clearly the warehouse they were in, and then she clearly seen like the street sign, and everything. And the next day, so it was like she went to the police, but she didn't tell them, "Ooh, I had this dream, and I think they might be there," because most of the time people kind of, the cops would have most likely, threw that like aside, like, like, you had a dream, really? Like, if you guys get what I'm saying, But yeah, so she went to the cops and she was just like, "I suspect they're here or there," and then she went to the warehouse in her dream, and there they were. So that's an example of a telepathic dream. I guess another telepathic dream can be like, like, let's say someone is missing you, like they miss you, they're really missing you, and then you end up having a dream about them, right? You end up having a dream about them. And then the next day you have this dream about them, like you hit a mob, and you're like, yada, 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 and there's just the sense of like, this person's been wanting to connect with you, you feel me? And then you dream about them, and then now you guys are connecting, you feel me? So I hope you guys get the telepathy. So then the other one would be, in a sense, subconscious memories. In a sense, these dreams kind of really have to do with like the subconscious mind, you feel me? And they deal with, hold on. So I talked about telepathy, and now I'm talking about the subconscious mind. So yes, the subconscious mind. So the subconscious mind memory, you gotta kind of keep in mind also that when you're dreaming, you are experiencing your subconscious mind, So like a subconscious memory dream, in a sense, can be a dream where you're living your day-to-day life, those dreams when you're just living your life, technically. A dream that's really, really familiar, like maybe, and sometimes it can be like pieces of memories that kind of come together, they're kind of conjoined and they come together, so on and so forth. So that would be the subconscious memory dream. So let me repeat that, right? It's like a dream where it's just technically a memory from your existing life. Now, then there's also physical stimuli, you know, a dream that's induced from physical stimuli. So dreams like peeing in a toilet. You know those dreams where you're like peeing in a toilet, but you're actually peeing in like you're peeing the bed? I don't think, you know, adults do that anymore, right? So I guess that may not be as relevant. Or like someone speaking to you and you being stimulated by from the ear, and then you hearing that person in that dream. You feel me? You hearing that person in that dream. That would be a stimulus. A dream, right? I should say, that's induced by stimuli. And then the last one, maybe, I'm pretty sure there's probably like more out there that we haven't discovered, but we'll talk about the four main ones. So the fourth one would be dreams, in a sense. These are like these are dreams that take place in the astral realm that you yourself recall, because you see, most of the time when we dream, we're usually in the fourth, fifth, or higher dimensions. You feel me? But it's like we don't always recall those dreams and experiences, I guess, because like we are multi-dimensional beings. I don't want to say most of us, maybe most of us. Maybe there are, well, of course, there are certain entities, in a sense, I want to say, that may not be multi-dimensional, but then again, like, but then again, I wouldn't be factual if I was to say there's certain people out there, entities out there, that are not multi-dimensional, because we all come from the 12th dimension or the first dimension, whichever you want to perceive it, whichever way you want to perceive it. So because we come from the 12th dimension, we are reflections of source. Because we are reflecting source, we are multi-dimensional. You feel me? Oh, that makes sense. So yes, the astral realm dreams that take place in the astral realm, these are like dreams, because dreams are always happening, you know. They're always happening, but there are times, you know, when we have these dreams in the astral realm, and certain things get imprinted within us. We may have certain experiences in the astral realm when we're asleep that we come back, you know, to this earth with. An example, right? I'm pretty sure Nikola Tesla, for example, I'm certain that he was one of those entities, dudes, guys who was, you know, who had contact, you know. And a lot of the times, specific aliens, you know, because there are certain entities, multidimensional beings, that can't come to this physical realm, that don't want to come to this physical realm. Like, seriously, who wants, no, I'm not even gonna say who wants to be here, you know, but like, yeah, a lot of entities, because a lot of the benefic or the positive entities, they're usually higher dimensional, like fifth, you know, sixth, seventh, and this third dimension is hell, if we're to be real. Density is hell. The denser you are, the heavier you are, the more you feel trapped, you know. There's a reason why there's a saying, I forget what it is exactly, but the saying is ultimately saying that the physical body is, in a sense, like a prison or some shit like that, you know. Being stuck in matter, I think it is, I'm not sure. But that's besides the point, you know. So rather than coming to this realm, what they do is they visit us in our dreams, because when you're dreaming, usually in a fourth dimensional body, you know, you're in your astral body, which resides in the fourth, fifth dimension. You feel me? So the thing about dreams, interestingly, the thing about dreams, right? So I made a video previously, like way back, and I think I was talking about entities that were from the 11th dimension. And they were from the constellation of Orion. These are benefic entities, though. If you're aware of, you know, the Orion constellation and yada yada yada, then you understand that the Orion constellation star system, right, I should say, in a sense, is a star system that hovers. That hovers. I hope you guys get what I'm trying to say. Harbors. Yeah, I think the word is harbor. That harbors a multitude of entities. it's a dark and light um, constellation system. There are super dark, malicious beings, a shit ton of ill intent reptilians, and of course, other dark entities that live in this Orion constellation. But simultaneously, there is also a group of light beings that also live in the Orion constellation. Coincidentally, not coincidentally though, there is no coincidence, you feel me? The light and dark council also reside there. But yes, I forget their names. I just know that I made a video. So if you go on my channel, if you scroll or go to my playlists and click on because I have a playlist and it's called Multi-Dimensional Beings. I made a whole series on multi-dimensional beings. Where I talked about aliens. I think I made a total, no, not think, but I made a total of 13 videos covering different entities. It was technically 12 because in the 13th video, I made a video about twin rays. I added them because a twin ray, in a sense, is technically galactic. In this realm, twin rays are also twin flames, but if you're interested in, hearing what I have to say, then definitely check out the video on twin rays. In the video on twin rays, I talk about twin rays, twin flames, and soulmates as well, and I talk about the difference and everything like that. But yes, so it's said that these advanced entities that reside upon the 11th dimension, they have technologies, that have the ability to create dream worlds. And it is said that they gave these technologies to the Palladians. The Palladians received these technologies from these, and I forget their names exactly, their names, but I think they gave them the technologies probably because some sort of soul contract or soul ties, So then therefore the Pallades in a sense had the ability to create dream worlds, They would create dream worlds, you feel me? Like worlds, but they were like in higher other alternate dimensions, The shit is deep, y'all. So they made these worlds and they treated them as schools, places where they go to learn. But yeah, I don't even know why I brought that up. But yes, I guess I brought it up to bring this up. Your dreams, the places you go in your dreams, are actual places that exist out there, you feel me? Or in here, we gotta understand that out there and in here, in a sense, is like the same thing. The micro, the macro, everything is reflecting itself. It's like, yes, a reflection. It's an infinite reflection, like within us, our chakras, for example, these are worlds, this is why, in a sense, they're like orb-like. And if you know anything about, oh shoot, is it the rays, the 7 rays, I think it is. I don't think I'm saying that right. But there are 7 colors, and every color holds an energy, a vibration frequency. Within us, the lower chakras are, so this would be considered Earth. Earth, in a sense, is a 3rd dimensional entity. Well, we actually used to be right here, right? We used to be 5th dimensional, but then we dropped in consciousness all the way to this dimension. So this is a whole nother story. I'll probably make a different video talking about, the chakras in correlation to the worlds. But yes, I said that to say this. Inside of us, we have worlds. Your cells, your organs, everything, in a sense, is consciousness. They are entities inside of us, and we, in a sense, are like entities on this earth, I hope that makes sense. Do we have entities inside of us we call cells, and then the earth is an organism, and she's a sentient being. This is scientific. And she has cells we call humans, dogs, cats, elephants, tigers, trees. It's deep, y'all. But yes, okay. Thank you for watching. I definitely hope that you enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know what you think. Don't forget to, like, share, and subscribe. If anyone, is wanting to support me, then one way you can definitely do so is by booking a reading with me. So I do tarot and astrology readings. I have 3 years of experience. I am pretty quote unquote gifted. There's reasons why I don't really like to use that term gift, Because I feel like the reality of it is we are, in a sense, all equal in value, but yes, in quality, we're different. And I feel like what I can do, anyone else can also do in a way, you know. It's just that I've attained information that's allowing me to do what I can do, you know. Oh, but yes, that's another story also. But yes, you guys, so definitely do know that that's on the table. If you want an astrology or a tarot reading, definitely hit me up. You can leave a comment below, or you can email me. My email will be in the description below. But yes, thank you guys, and peace, peace, peace. And as I always say, namaste, and you have a beautiful, sexy ass day. Beautiful soul.